So, as of me recording this video, Tekken Season 3 is set to start around next week or so. And before I get into my whole rant and everything, with Season 2 ending now, I think I have a pretty clear idea of what Season 2 was like in its entirety. And it's this is like a rant slash review of the season, I guess, in general, so do keep that in mind. Now, I don't mean to sound too negative or anything, so you know, in some of the match replays that I'm going to show later in this video, if there's anything I'm doing wrong or if there's anything I need to fix, please do point it out in the comments below. Or if there's anything that's blatantly wrong, I guess, that I'm saying, also please do point it out in the comments below, because I've only played Season 2 for a month or so. Actually, no, not even a month. It's 2 weeks or so. I already lied. Or you can just call me a noob. I don't know. As you've seen from the title of this video, there seems to be a huge problem with Tekken 8 right now in terms of the ranking system. And the only reason why I came back to play, well, one, I kind of got nostalgic, but also because there was a lot of complaints about this season early on and still to this day. And also because my close friend was, he's grinding a lot. I really appreciate him. And yeah, he's actually doing really well too. Also, I'm just hyped about Season 3, mainly because two of my mains are coming back from Tekken 7, Kunimitsu and Bob. So, I don't know what the inclinations of those two characters are, so for now, you know what, fuck it. No, I'm proud to say that I've played Kunimitsu and Bob, and fuck what anyone else says. Before I get into the main points of this video though, please do note that this is my own personal take on it, so if there is something that's blatantly wrong that I am saying, please again do say so in the comments below. But a lot of these comments aren't gonna be too good about it, so yeah, hopefully Season 3 will fix a lot of these things. So one of the first things I noticed about the ranking system this season is that there's been so much inflation in this game. This is my personal thinking, so please put your thoughts in the comments below, but in Season 1, I thought that getting to Purple was a respectable rank. It was where you started to play with people who had mastered the fundamentals of the game and began to go into some more of the advanced mechanics. If I were to put it into more traditional ranking terms, I would say Purple back then would have been the equivalent of Platinum or maybe even Low Diamond. With what I've witnessed in Season 2, it seems like a lot of people don't even know the basic fundamentals of the game. And in fact, it's pretty laughable seeing how people are ranking up by either button mashing or spamming the same moves. I'm not gonna lie, I am guilty of that second one, but give me leeway on this one. I'll explain why later. Put it more clearly, they won't stop pressing buttons in general. Now, I have heard that pressure has been the meta this season since that heat gauge is, broken, and a lot of characters have been overtuned. But following such a meta doesn't necessarily make you a good player, especially in fighting games. Now, I'm gonna go off on a side tangent here, so if you want to just skip this part, you can go ahead and skip to this time section right here. My personal belief when it comes to fighting games is that strictly looking at tier lists to pick which character you want to play or blame is kind of a bad start, except when it came to Gigas in Tekken 7. That motherfucker was unplayable. You become a better player when you learn the matchups and the fundamentals and start with a character that you're comfortable playing. There's plenty of examples of pro players both in and out of Tekken who've made names for themselves playing low tier characters, such as Rangshu playing Kuma and Rickles playing Ganondorf in Smash. Now, they're not winning due to luck. They're winning because they have strong fundamentals and skills that they have honed over a long time. Now, I also get it. Tekken 8 is very beginner friendly, and that's how you make this game very appealing for newcomers coming into the fighting game community. But there's a clear line between making the game beginner friendly and making the game mash friendly. I've also seen a lot of videos where no one really has anything positive to say about any of the characters. I was an Asuka main in Season 1 when she was considered mid-tier, and now everyone's shitting on Asuka players. God forbid people enjoy playing whoever the fuck they want. Now, coming back to my main point, it feels like these days purple ranks, and dare I say even blue ranks, are starting to feel like gold and plat ranks respectively. Here's why I think this way. In just 62 games, I was able to rank my Miyari-Zo from Garyu from my rank reset in Season 1, where my highest character, Asuka, was in Fujin, all the way to Raijin. Now, I'm not sure if this is a flex or if this is normal, but I'm pretty sure this is pretty damn fast ranking up considering how I went up 7 ranks in this little amount of games. Hell, I only played 2 games in Battle Ruler before getting into Blue, and that's cause I was already on an 11 game win streak by then. I'm also not sure if I got lucky with the matchmaking, but from what I've seen, these players pretty much match the description of purple players that my friends have been telling me. It really seems like purple rank has become more like red rank and dare I say even orange rank at some points, due to a lot of people just constantly button mashing. Side note, Eddie players are even more annoying in purple, so there's that. Now I'm gonna put a disclaimer here before I show you this match replay of mine. And this is where I asked about the leeway for spamming the same moves because this was my first day playing Miari, where I only labbed her for like 30 minutes and decided, okay, I'm just gonna hop straight into rank. So there's that. And here's another thing. I hadn't played Tekken since March 29th of 2025, and I only recently picked it back up in February 24th of this year. Okay, I'm a little bit rusty in these matches, but you'll see what I mean when you look at the opponent. Now this match that I had with a King player is my first set that I had with Miari. And from what I'm seeing here, it seems like he doesn't know how to get up, and also just seems to be throwing a lot of shit here and there. Sure, again, I'm being a hypocrite because I'm spamming the same moves, but again, this is my first set on Miari, but I'm still blocking pretty well and learning this guy's playstyle. If you look at this match that I've played with my main Asuka, this guy's constantly getting punished by me because again, he won't stop pressing buttons. If we look at my rank up match against this Leo, he's constantly spamming a bunch of stuff and not trying to flex or make excuses, pick your point of view. This was my second day playing Miari. I'm constantly punishing all these different players, and it seems like they lack the fundamentals or the patience to win these games. And it really shocked me to know that a lot of players coming into these ranks have very poorly developed skills like these. It seems to me that a lot of people are leaning too much into the aggressive meta and are just throwing away the patience they need to win these games. Now I understand that rank inflation happens in a lot of games, and it was bound to happen since this is only Tekken's second season. But I didn't really expect the inflation to shift the ranks this much. It could also mean that the players that I've played in purple last year have also improved a lot, and they've moved on to higher ranks, which is where I may need to be. But it's also embarrassing to know that so many players could lose to my Miari that have labbed for 30 minutes and have only played for 3 days on now, as of me recording. Now, I don't want to keep thinking this negatively about this game, because Tekken is a game that I've played for a really long time and is my favorite fighting game, besides, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. That game is the OG, it's the GOAT for me. But I've been playing since Tekken 5 when I was like 6 years old. Okay, well, if I'm gonna be fair, I started learning how to play Tekken with Tekken 7 when I was in college, but I started playing Tekken 5, like just playing the game, not learning it. Because let's be fair, I was 6 when I was playing it, and it was in like a Dave & Buster's in the back somewhere, so. But to me, it just feels like people are too lazy to learn actually how the game works. I know, well, to be fair, okay, I guess Tekken does take a lot of time to learn, but if you put in that effort, then you will become better. You just can't win by mashing buttons all the time. But I just feel like people are too lazy to actually learn the basic fundamentals of this game, and then they grow crazy egos about it, and they think they're like god tier players when you're stuck in purple and you're stuck in red maybe. I don't know, man. Now I know I just talked a lot of shit. I mean, I feel like fighting games in general kind of like bring that side out of people a lot. But whenever I look at my match replays and do some slight VOD reviews, I know for a fact that I am very far from being considered like good. I still gotta review my basic fundamentals. I still gotta go over some matchups, learn some better moves from my characters. And also, I also have to stop spamming some of my comfortable moves because again, it just becomes muscle memory at that point. So, but there's also a lot of different things I need to work on, and I even need to work on advanced movement mechanics. So yeah, I'm not the best player out there. I'm not the perfect player. If I was the perfect player, I'd be at EVO like every single year. But here I am just complaining about a normal player's perspective, I guess. So yeah, I just wanted to rant about this in hopes that Season 3 may actually fix a lot of this stuff. I know that there's going to be like some heat changes so that it doesn't wall splat. It's going to be a less aggressive gameplay style overall, so I think that's going to fuck over a lot of players who just like are just into spamming. So, you know, that'll teach you a lesson to learn the game, motherfuckers. But yeah, if you want to diss my playstyle, or if you want to bring some of your own thoughts, or give me some tips on how I could play better, just from the match replays I've shown in this video, please do so in the comments below. And, you know, yeah. Now, in case this does happen, because I've seen it in other videos before, when you do put comments on your thoughts regarding, you know, the video itself or my playstyle or anything like that, and other people want to put their own thoughts about the topic in general, please don't diss them, please don't belittle people for putting their own opinions, because at the end of the day, we're just trying, I'm just trying to have a conversation. I'm just trying to see how I could improve, or see if I could, you know, learn from some of my opinions. But yeah, just if you want to critique someone else's comment, just be, you know, bring constructive criticism, or if you're gonna diss someone, just diss me. Like I'm just some random dude on the internet just talking about stupid shit, so just diss me at the end of the day. But yeah, that's all I got for this video, and I'll see you later. Peace.